Hello, Miss Miller. My name is Valeria Garza. Really
Hi.
nice meeting with you. I hope we can come to an agreement that will benefit both of our companies.
Mhm.
Um, I would only like to, we already know each other through emails and everything.
Mhm.
So in this meeting, I would like to discuss three topics, which would be the hourly rate, the down payment, the payment terms, and
Mhm.
the diagnosis rate. If you would like to discuss anything else, that will be fine too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm happy to discuss and negotiate through those three topics.
Awesome. So let's start with the hourly rate.
Mhm.
Our rate starts with 300, but that can definitely be negotiated depending on the
Mhm.
down payment. So we're taking 300. What do you think about that?
Okay. Do you know about how many hours you typically work on projects? Does the rate fluctuate in terms of more or less hours, or is it like stagnant?
Um, it fluctuates. We were thinking about going to the factory about 3 times a week, so we
Mhm.
can get like good information. But if we go more times a week, around 4 days, which it would be very helpful, we can definitely go down on the hourly payment.
Okay, I would actually be very happy with that. So I'm thinking if you typically charge 300 per hour for around 3 visits, then we could set it at that. However, greater than 3, as in 4, and any more visits than that, perhaps we could go down to those additional hours to be 275 per hour.
Sure, that definitely works. 275 per hour, and it would be 4 times a week then.
Sure, that does work for me.
All right. And about the down payment.
Mhm.
So actually we can discuss first the diagnosis rate because that's
Okay.
first. We start at 550, but since you are already going for 4 days a week, I can do 525. What do you think?
Um, you said 525
Mhm.
for a full diagnosis.
Yeah, that would be the full diagnosis.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would be happy with that.
Mm. All right, so that's 4 times a week, 275 the hour,
Mhm.
and diagnosis rate 525. And now we have to discuss the down payment. We
Okay.
usually do 35% the first two, because this project can go for around a month, so we can
Mhm.
get everything right. So we can do 35% down payment. Then in 2 weeks, we can do the other 35, and then at the end, the rest.
Mhm.
Or if it's easy for you, we can do 50 and 50. What do you think?
So I'm wondering, do you typically accept down payment at the beginning before any type of diagnoses?
Yeah, we do. If we do that before the diagnosis, it could be that 35%, or
Mhm.
even the 20%, and then the payment for that diagnosis, like after a week, once we have a contract or something.
Okay. So I'm wondering, will the diagnosis impact the project at all? Are there ever any cases where you find the diagnoses and then choose to not take on the project?
We haven't had the situation, because if we need a diagnosis, it's because there's a problem, something is
Mhm.
not working. So we really recommend that diagnosis is right away, but if you decide to make a less percentage for the down payment, we can wait for the payment for the diagnosis after like a week. But it's definitely necessary to have the diagnosis done, and then we work with whatever we find.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because you guys have great credentials and from what I have seen. And so I know you guys will do a great job, diagnosing the problem. But of course, I do want to see like preliminary results and like what your thoughts are on possible
Sure.
solutions before like, committing to like a full project. So because of that, I think I would be comfortable with a 30% down payment.
Okay.
How does that sound?
Yeah, 30% sounds good. And then after the diagnosis, we can wait 2 weeks and make the other 30, and then we can leave the 40 after.
Are you comfortable with the remaining 40% being paid at the end of the project? Or along the
Sure.
way, broken up along?
We can do at the end if you let us use your company as a success situation for our, our publicity and everything. We can do it at the end.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, so those are the 3 topics. I'm just gonna go through through where we came. Okay, hourly rate would be 525 for the 4 visits a week. And the diagnosis rate would be, that was 525, sorry. The hourly rate will be 275. Yeah, I got confused on that. Diagnosis rate 525, and the down payment will be 30%. Then after that diagnosis, you pay the other 30, and the rest of that 40% would be at the end, as long as we can use your company's name in our webpage and everything.
Okay, just to clarify, did you say you'll do the diagnosis and then pay the 30% down payment, or the
No, it's the down payment. Then we do the diagnosis. After the diagnosis, you can pay for the diagnosis rate. Then 2 weeks after, we pay the other 30%.
Okay.
And then the 40 at the end.
Okay. The 40 at the end, or, oh yes, sorry,
Yeah.
You're right. I was doing the math wrong in my head.
Okay, no worries. So that sounds good to me. Do you want to discuss anything else?
No, I think all of those parameters sound great, and I look forward to doing this project with you.
Awesome. Me too. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Okay, thank you. Have a great day.